My wife left months ago and now expects everything to go back to normal. I am a 32-year-old man and my wife Jamie Ann, I have been married for 4 years. We have a 2-year-old son, and we both have jobs, although I work much more than she does and my job takes me out of town every couple of weeks. Jamie had a few complications in the last 2 months of her pregnancy with our son Thomas, and because of that she was not able to work anymore, so I started working more hours at my job, which did take me out of town more, which neither of us were happy about. Thomas' birth also had many complications, with both my wife and son almost passing away. Her doctor ordered that she would need multiple surgeries, as well as physical therapy to recover, which meant that she would be out of work for the next 6 months at least, which meant I still had to work more and go out of town more often, which put a strain on our relationship and prevented me from spending as much time with our son as I wanted to. Although the situation with our family was tough, her parents came around a lot and helped out as much as they could, which we were very grateful for. Over the next year and a half, Jamie eventually started working again, but not as frequently because she was Thomas' primary caretaker due to my work hours. She was almost always at home with him if she wasn't working, and I knew she was unhappy about it, and I so badly wish I could. TV stopped working to help, but I had to sustain our income with my job. She suggested that I look for a job with similar pay and less hours, but I couldn't find anything that could support our lifestyle. A few months before Thomas' second birthday, I came home from a business trip in Atlanta to find that Jamie had packed much of her stuff and left the house. We have each other's locations, and she must have seen that I had gotten home because she had called me and told me that she had been offered a job in Savannah as a digital marketer, which was almost 12 hours away from where we live, and she had decided to take it. I tried to convince her that it was crazy to up and leave me and Thomas, but she said that it wasn't fair that she had to stay home with him, while I was able to travel and do whatever the hell I want while she was raising our son. She then hung up the call and wouldn't return any calls or texts I sent her. I called her parents, and they had no idea of this job offer or her plans to leave, and when they called her, she gave them the same speech she had given me. My in-laws immediately came over to console me and to help out with Thomas and the house any way they could. Over the next few weeks, a whirlwind of events followed, with us trying to get into a groove of caring for Thomas and me eventually getting laid off because my company was downsizing. It was extremely straining to have to adjust to this new routine on top of trying to find a new job. Jamie still wouldn't contact me and was dodging any questions her parents had about me, but I could see on her Instagram that she seemed to be living a fabulous life in Savannah. After about 4 months of radio silence from Jamie, learning to care for Thomas, and starting to new jobs, she called me and told me she was going to be able to work remotely as a marketer and would be coming home. She said she desperately missed Thomas and wanted to pick her life back up. I told her that what she did and how she left was completely insane, and I wasn't going to let her come back as if nothing has happened. We then got into a big argument about how I had basically done the same thing with my work trips and it was her right to take this time away. We yelled at each other some more and I basically told her that she wasn't welcome at our house anymore. Her parents were more receptive to the idea of her coming home, and she was able to stay with them. Since then I've been avoiding all contact with her, and she hasn't come by or even tried to see Thomas, I think as some way to continue her revenge for working so much before she left. I just have no clue what to do, and I honestly don't know if I even want her back in me and Thomas' lives after the stunt she pulled, and her refusal to admit her wrongdoing. I know that she can't stay away forever. I just don't know how to feel about this. Am I the a-hole for not letting her come back? Please help.